Puberty is a tough time, very difficult time in a boy's life. See, I was a very late bloomer, you might say. When I was 17 or 18 years old, I did appear as though I maybe would be a 12-year-old person, very young looking. In fact, it was so concerning that my mom took me to an endocrinologist when I was about 17, and I got a bone age test. And what a bone age test is basically, they do something to your they do something to your bones, and they say, okay, well, just because you were born 17 calendar years ago your body isn't really developmentally a 17-year-old. My bone age was 13 and a half when I was 17 years old, effectively meaning I had the body of a 13 and a half-year-old when I was 17. Now, I don't know how much you guys remember about sexual attraction, but interestingly enough, a lot of 17-year-old girls, they weren't that into guys who looked like they were 13 when they were approaching their senior years of high school. I don't know. I don't get it either. Yeah, I don't really get it either. I used to have a very thick and full head of curly hair when I was a little younger, and it was good looking hair. I had pretty cool hair. Of course, it's gone. It's only probably another few more years until I kind of have to really shave my head, bick it. People say I should bick it. Honestly, I think that's kind of unfortunate for Bic's sake because, like Xerox and Kleenex, those are sort of the brand name synonymous with things. I wouldn't want to be the brand name synonymous with giving up any attempt at being the man you want to look like. It's like, oh, I'm just bicking it. It's just like, let's say that, another thing that happens was that a man's arm got kind of like green looking, and, Thompson's was a very prominent axe making company. I wouldn't want to be like, oh man, time to Thompson it, and take the Thompson brand axe and cut my arm off when it was turning green. There's too many. So here's something I learned actually about comedy, is that if you're going to try to do one of those things where you cut away for an example, only change one thing that's true about the world. You can't change multiple things because then no one really gets it, right? So the whole axe and green arm thing is bad because I've made two things different about the way the world is. I should have just done one. I never really thought I was going to get into this whole thing alive, by the way. My dad went bald, my uncle went bald. I got baldness in the family, so it wasn't like I thought that I was going to never lose it. I just kind of thought I'd lose it in my 30s. All right, is that so much to ask? Genes? To lose it in my mid to late 30s? Because by then I'll probably be like, I'll probably be married, or I'll basically I'll tricked a woman into thinking that I'm worth being a mate with for a long term, and then I'll lose my hair, right? Then I already kind of locked her down, and she's not getting any younger, and she's, there are things about her that she doesn't like about herself that's happening due to age, time, and genetics, and so we'll kind of have locked each other down and then decay. Right, so that was the plan. Being single is a very strange thing. It's interesting because how you are treated, or at least how you're viewed when you're single, really depends on your age. Right, so I graduated college. I was single. I didn't come out of college with a girlfriend. So okay, I'm 22 years old. I'm in New York City. I'm single. Consensus is okay, great. Yeah. He's 22 years old. He's a young guy playing the field, sowing wild oats. I think is the expression that people like to use. Fantastic. Yeah, good shit. 23 years old. Yeah, 23, yeah, he goes out of college, you're working for a little, have some money. Yeah, you're single, wild oats. 24. All right, yeah, you're single, man. Yeah, you're just a couple years out of college. He's just kind of still seeing what's out there. 25, still single. Yeah, okay, you're in your mid-20s, you were college educated. I'm not relating it temporally anymore. You did go to college. And you're sort of just doing you. 26. Okay, all right, yeah, he's weird. That's why. Yeah, no one, okay, I get it. He's weird. No one wants to date him. I think people really romanticize being single, which seems like sort of an oxymoron or whatever. Because it's like, oh man, I'm single. Anything out there is for me. Yeah, but really, is it though? So, you gotta write jokes. You have to write jokes before you do stand-up.